year this is, but this probably goes back to the 50s. I don't think Reva's born yet. I think Shirley is pregnant. This has to be 1953. And it's Rhoda, and Audrey's next to her. I have a feeling, I don't know, that's Uncle Nat and Uncle Lou. I'm trying to picture where this was. It's probably a Seder. There's Grandpa Hyman and Grandma Sarah, or Zeta and Bobby. This is Donnie, and that's Rhoda. Max, Shirley. Now Shirley's pregnant there, so this has to be 1953. There's Aunt Helen and Mom. And this is Reva. Now she's born here. A little pixel at the time. A cute little baby, but a pixel nonetheless. I don't know why I get that humming. Alright, we'll go with the humming anyway. This is, now that's Mom. Now this is Rosalie or Denise. I don't know. It might be Denise already. That's Uncle Lou. They're at a playground. This is Reva and Eileen at 8639. They were probably 3 years and 2 years. None of these things are really in any kind of order, but it's good for what I want to have happen. Now there's the two of us. That may have been taken in Rockaway for all I know. Reva's probably a year old, and maybe a year and a half old, maybe 14 months old, and Eileen is just a couple of months old. Next. That's Uncle Lou. Again, back in the 1950s. Regardless of what that thing. Now this is a picture of Reva in Owl's Head Park. Or it could have been the day that she started to walk. This was her first birthday party because she had one hell of a vaccination underneath that arm. I know it. Same time, about a year old. Same time, a different place, a different dress. I know this was her first birthday party because she was going to sleep in the crib in the little music room. And it was funny kind of light, but it really blended in nicely with her. This is her with her sister. There's Reva and Eileen. This is probably a year or two later. There was a lot of sequence again. Now this, I think, was her first year back in Rockaway. Yeah, it looks like Rockaway. Now, I got movies that I'll add to this tape later on just to see what it comes up with. And I'll also dub in voice. Yeah, that's an 86-39. That's Reva. A year or so old, maybe a year and a half old. This is again back at Reva's first birthday party. That's Stephen and Reva and Carol. Now Carol just became a mother at just about December of this year. Stevie's a dentist. He's a good patient. And Carol, I have a feeling that this was at Donnie's off-roof, just before the wedding. There's Audrey and Grandma and Bubby, that's it, Bubby. And there's the two of them. Now this is again, I think, 3 and 2. Reva and Eileen. I'm adding all these names and dates because when I show this to Amy and Elizabeth, let them both know that their mothers were kids. Again, this is, looks like a Seder, but I swear it's their off-roof. But I can't be sure, because it must have been, because that's Mrs. Silver and Bubby Uncle Lou's behind her. You know, he's a good-looking boy. And that's Barry and Sarah. And that's Martin Cantor. And I think that's his sister Harriet on the side. I think that's B. That's myself with Reva. Hey, she's having a great time at her first birthday party. And then her sister popped into this world. That's Eileen when she was, I don't know, a couple of months old for her. And that's Aunt Ray and Uncle Nat and Sam in the middle. And I did a good job copying these slides. It wasn't easy. They look good. You want to add some, you want us to talk about this thing, honey? I'm taping this thing, I'm re-editing it back onto me. That's your mother. And that was probably up in Connecticut. But if you want to add voice, honey, come on. You don't want to? Bye. That's the four of my family. This is all PL. Or BL, before Larry came into the picture. This is at 8639 25th Avenue. I'm standing on Ann's side of the porch. Now, I don't know, this I think is up at, this is in front of East 8th Street or East 10th Street. East something Street. This is where Rhoda and Donnie lived. This is when Cheryl was just born. Cheryl's in the carriage. That's Cheryl in the middle. Reva and Eileen. Reva's holding and Eileen doesn't know whether to pull her out or what. But they were good kids, all of them. Here the two of them are again. I don't know, maybe she was 4, she was 3. Shirley always kind of dressed them alike. She bought one dress. Now this was the birthday party. That's my brother Marvin and Rhoda. That's Stephen and Shirley's mom. And that's my sister B. And my mother is right alongside of her. And I think if it goes down, we're going to find... That's Stuart, myself. I don't know what I think I was biting on something. That's my mother. I don't know who those two kids are. They could be Lance and Michael, but they're at the front. Now this is a great shot. That's Barbara hiding inside her mother's coat, and that's Ann. And who's this? Who's this? Who's this? That's B. This is in the backyard of 25th Avenue. Here she is. That was Carol. This is Shirley. I don't know who she's pregnant with at this point. But I think she was pregnant with somebody. Maybe it's Addison. That's Reva. Maybe I'll ask her how old she was. Maybe she was 4, this was 3, or 3 and 2. Oh, those eyes, that's the eyes that Elizabeth has today. Elizabeth has those big eyes. Now I know where she gets it. That's what Shirley told me. Here they are. How come they weren't dressed alike? I don't know. But it might have been cold. That's Aunt Ray, Uncle Nat. Hey, stop jerking. That's it. That's it. And that's Sam Levine and Rose Levine and Mom and Dad. I think I got them reversed. This could have been 19 something like that. Here they are, a different group. 1956, 1965. I can't remember anymore. But they all look nice. With a nice looking family. I think this was at the same. It could have been a cruise. Could have been up in the mountains. Shirley's mom. That's Cheryl, Donnie. And that's Shirley, but the picture, this is a red slide. I don't know what it is, but that's Shirley. Now, this is myself and Mom and Shirley. Also a red slide. And that's Reva and Jaime in the background and Cheryl and Eileen and Mark. He popped into the picture. That's Aunt Diva with Mom. They may have been California. So this was California. Maybe the other pictures were in California. This is 1962. This is a Wee Willie underwater circus. I have no idea where this came from, who it's from, where it's from. But I know who that is. That's my sweetie. She's got 3 pocketbooks, or 2 pocketbooks and a camera case. That was Aunt Diva, and Mom and Dad. That's Benny. Uncle Ben and Mom. Now that's got to be California. That's Cheryl. That's me, and I think that was someplace in Louisiana. Fill up with Bill up. And that, I know that's Louisiana. That's in the Court of the Three Sisters. So let me see. I think Eileen must have been about, Reva must have been about 5, so this is like 1958 or 1960. Somewhere in that vicinity. And these were long, narrow slides, so and this is backwards. I know that's Bourbon Street. See the sign up there that says Bourbon Street. And that was in front of Antoine's. Still in New Orleans. I had a picture of a bunch of mausoleums, but I didn't show it. I didn't feel like showing it. Oh, there I am with a light meter. I guess Shirley took this picture. Same trip, but I think this is Mississippi. It was a cold October day. Same time, same place. Didn't get warm till we got down to New Orleans. Then it was 65. I think this is outside the Luray Caverns. This is Max at the water. Probably Florida. Now that's Bernie and my sister B. And that was at our, I think it was our apartment on 6801 Shore Road. But I don't remember, and I just, either that or 8639, 25th Avenue. It's so darn hard to remember. That's Jack, and Annetta, Denise, Rosalie, and Uncle Louie. Now that's the basement of 8639, 25th Avenue. We're having a Seder. Not too clear, but that's Mom. She's benching left. Same place, same time, same show, same Seder. There's Max. I introduced these other people a moment ago. I don't know why I got this hum. Don't know where the hum comes from. I'll have to figure out that. Oh, there's Mark and Eileen. I think she was putting the bottle in his ear. And Rhoda and Donnie. That's out in California someplace. The picture's backwards because otherwise it tells you what the sign says. This is also out in California. Gratis. Now that could be up in Connecticut. No, I think it was California. Of course, Uncle Jack and Aunt Celia were out there. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's got to be Connecticut. Because the guy in the middle. Now that's Mitchell and Eileen in the backyard of 627 Wingate Drive. That's Reva and a Canadian friend or some young girl she met down there from Canada, Montreal, and we were in Florida. Okay, my sweetie, she's got a cute hat. Now, I don't know where we were going. We might have been going to a Hanukkah party, a New Year's party, some party, but we were all verputtelt. And Shirley and Reva and Mom and Eileen. Where the house was? Oh, this was in the Capitol Hotel. Max went fishing, kingfish he caught. Probably in Miami. I might have been with him that day. You never know. I mean, I took the picture. That's Reva with her friend at the same time, and that's Larry. He pops into the picture about this point. Where was this picture taken? I have no idea. That's me. That's up at the Capitol. We went there for a Hanukkah party or a Purim party. Now we're back in Florida again. That could have been in Florida too, for all I know. Now we're on the beach in Florida. I don't know where this is, but the two pieces on the wall were made by Reva and Eileen, or maybe Reva. Larry pops into the picture. He's having a bath. He likes the water. I got him on both sides. I got him in the mirror. That's me and him. I don't know what we're doing. He's got a car seat on top of another seat. This is also him, and this is the backyard of 627. He's sleeping. He slept good. He was good when he slept too. Max and Goldie, I have no idea where they were. Now this I think must have been Donnie and Rhoda's house on East 95th Street. Or maybe, I don't know where the steps were. That's me and Uncle Lou. We're back down in the basement for a Seder. Why it hums, I don't know. There's Shirley. This was also, I'm not sure where. There's Irv and Mitch, Kenny. No. Jeffrey. That was Jeffrey. And Reva and Eileen. That's Mitch. That's Mitch. I get a little mixed up between them. I got to look at them for a moment. I don't know who's what here. This is Aunt Helen and Shirley. I don't know if she was pregnant here before the baby was born. I don't remember anymore. There's Audrey. I think that's Rhoda. But that's there he is again in his washing machine. Or a bathtub rather, a baby tub. That's him. He's that's on 627. I remember the furniture. Yeah, Bill had curly hair. I don't remember. Now this is him, and I think he's on top of the. Nope, that's back in 627 because that's the china closet. That's 627. No, that's 8639. Larry and his grandpa. Okay. Now we're all up there again, and we're having some kind of a party. Was Eileen already bigger than Reva? I don't believe it. Not such a good slide. Maybe I didn't have it set up too well. I don't know. Larry's back on the floor again. Reva, oh, what a gorgeous kid she was. And Eileen, the same thing, two gorgeous girls. Really something special. And he looks down on his, that's his grandpa, he looks down on his two sisters. Oh, what is this? This is someplace in Brooklyn. What's he looking at with such a critical viewpoint? There they are, my two teenagers with the bandanas, or whatever you call those things on their head. I have no idea. Maybe I wish I could know where the heck we were. Larry and his grandpa. I have no idea where this was. Same, I don't know where this was. This could have been a cruise for, no, a cruise, New Year's. Larry with some kind of a gun, a pistola. Oh, now this must have been a birthday party for someone, because there's Reva with her feathers in her head. Oh, this was Larry with his friend Craig. No, I'm not sure that's Craig or Mark. I can't tell. Like I said, he was such a good sleep, and he was so good when he slept. He's working out his bottle. Now, we were on a trip, I think. That was in, yeah, Sarasota or Winter Garden or someplace like that. This is Ringling's house. This was at, this picture was at Busch Gardens when they paid you to come to Busch Gardens. They gave you a show. They paid you to come in. They didn't charge you anything. They gave you everything for nothing, including the meal was for nothing. The beer was for nothing. And that's that's a Rubens painting in, I think Eileen was practicing. That's a tableau. Or a tapestry. This is the two of us. We're on top of the Swiss Chalet, or the Swiss restaurant in Busch Garden. Larry in the backyard of Wingate Drive. I don't know who he's angry at. He was yelling at somebody. And this is one of his birthday parties with his friend David from next door. And then David moved away, and he felt so unhappy when David moved away. Oh boy, he did not like when David moved away. He was having a party. This is a combination. It was his party, and I think at the same time, or very close to this time, his sister was going on a prom. There they are. Oh, there's my studious Reva doing her homework. Oh, yeah, they must have all come back from the beach. Max and Goldie. There you see, now there's Larry and Craig. In Grandma's apartment, because I remember the couch. There they are. See, now this is Eileen. She's on her way to a prom. That's the fellow. I think his name was Eddie Drucker. His father was a basketball umpire, a referee. Now this was I think was Eileen's or Reva's Sweet 16. There's Mary and Irv. That's Shirley with Ann, and Mom and Dad, and I think Larry's someplace around. The guy down there was Lenny. There he is. That's the same, around that time. Larry, it was nighttime, we took these pictures. There's Barry and Kenny and Reva and Eileen. This was in the basement, the playroom, and this is up in Larry's room, and they're the other two moms there. Mitchell and Jeffrey with Larry. Oh boy, he looked up to them guys. They was something special to him. And of course, his grandpa. And that's my mother and father. I get them clear. That's it. That's my father. That's my mother. That's my daughter. That's my wife. That's my sweetie. And there's Larry. I think Eileen went away to the prom and we were all outside to wish her goodbye. And that's Irving. He slept. He was asleep. I don't know what he was doing there, but he slept. And that's Larry and Sharon at Rosalie's wedding in Norfolk, in Virginia. This was at the motel. Larry had an apple under there, and right after this, he said, "Batten, close the windows. We're going under." Oh boy, that was some outfit you had on, honey. This was, I think, by the Chesapeake and all the Chesapeake. This is the motel in where the Navy Yard is. You know, the Navy in Norfolk. Norfolk, Virginia. Sharon and Larry and Shirley and Mom, Dad and Uncle Nat. And this is Larry and Mom. Now they are in Disneyland over here. Mary and Ann. And now we're back in Disneyland again. I really should have put these in a better order, but that's the best I can do. These are the slides I gave to Larry. He brought them back. He came down, and this is Mom and Dad in Venice. Larry came down, but I'll continue the story later. That's Pauline and Ansel Morse in California, Mom and Dad. Now they met. This, I think, was in, that's Mom and Pauline in, that's either Rome, Madrid. That's Larry and Craig and Mark I don't know what he was doing, and Don. And there's Larry again. Rhoda and Cheryl and Mark. You know, we may have been up in New England at that time. I'm not sure. I can't remember this. Oh yeah, this was in Sarasota. This, and it was just before Larry was born. No, it couldn't have been. Had to be after. That's Shirley and her friend Hazel lived next door. We were on some kind of a donkey statue in Cypress Gardens. There's the three girls in Cypress Gardens. Larry with his friend David. I gotta straighten this picture out. It's a little bit curvy. There they are. This was not easy to do. But I got us. I got all three of us. This was Eileen. She was again going to the prom. In between we had all these things and she went to the prom. There they go again, the two of them. Two good little friends. David could climb trees and Larry used to look up there. If David didn't move the way, Larry would have been up the trees also. Ah, here we are. Another edition comes in. That's Amy. Amy, I don't know, I don't know how old she was. She couldn't have been more than a couple of months older, if even that much. And this was in Chatham. That's Lenny's mother and Shirley and Leonard. And oh, there she is, Amy. And Reva, with Amy, Reva said she was never so involved with another human being as much as she was with that baby. Never. Hi, honey. How you doing? Oh, there she is. And there's Mommy sitting in a corner. I think that's the end of the shot. That's the last shot. It ends about here. Then I gotta...
What are you going to do? You're going to come here to pick me up? You're going to leave for New York? I said, Aunt Helen, I said, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Take it easy. And I'm it makes it very uncomfortable and very bad. Yeah. Yeah, she still does. She looks okay, but she's aging now. You know. I guess we knew that. Yeah. Thank you, and a decent paper for you too. Okay? Alright. Bye.
Now, do you want all this, honey, or should I cut out part of it? Like, instead of watching a whole 20-minute sequence, I can put it, I can chop out.
Yes! Have you got the mic on?
She's in the way now. I swear it looks like a legend. Or Amy.
I know, you hated me.
You're going to be a horrible person.
I'm a horrible person.
You really have to be.
this is the kids. This was the family party. Frida, Marvin, Stephen, and Bernie. What do you think they are?
Yeah.
I just ran off that one.
Yeah.
This smaller form over here.
And it was all of this?
All the things that I made. It's a repeat. Now this I cut out. This is the one that I put together. And they cut out the other 14 minutes. Go back to
Yeah.
they're making some shots on tape. Yeah. You don't think I run this through for my health, do you? Huh?
That's Elizabeth. That's why you love Elizabeth, guys. It reminds you of her as a little girl.
Is that the reason?
Look at her. Just like her.
Yeah, but all this in the other road.
Yeah, but is that the roll that went up or this one?
Huh? This is the road they grow up on. The other one is just,
Is all when they're young.
is like, up until Rhoda's pregnant. It's shallow. This one, I think, is a...
Well, if that's the roll that we're looking for. You were still smoking!
Yeah, no, not terrible. Not terrible habit. That's shallow. Keep up. And that's Barry. Now that's the party.
That's the party we were talking about.
Let me see if I can find Charlie. Chances are he's a bit young. There's Lee. Lee.
She was pregnant then. Mary. She was thin then.
You don't have that silly hat on? That was not funny. That's Barbara.
I don't see Charles
I was
there.
probably sleeping in a car. I don't know where it is. Working?
Probably. Yeah, because that was the year she was sick. Remember? That's when we gave her the beads. She was 5 years old, and she's trying to tell me. Wait a minute, she was 5, then Elizabeth, and then Amy should like it.
Amy's 8.
Yeah, well, she gave it to Amy last year, and I thought Amy was too young, but she isn't. Let's see, Mark. No,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
No, it's not.
Mark.
grow up in this thing.
This is the one. I think you're right. She was a scaredy cat. Just like her mother. She didn't let her go in the water. That poor kid. We were just glad she was alive. Audrey.
That was fun.
And then with the little pestle, Rita was a little pestle too.
Let's look at the next year.
I don't think, did we go away after this?
No.
Yes, we must have. Yes, because the next year I took her to the ear doctor thinking up there
Well, now
thinking she
what?
was deaf.
Now where the hell?
Lee and Seymour's in Kendall Park. By that time Dina had grown
This is
up.
Atlantic City.
And this is Atlantic City. Let's read a little play that Patty played out.
Not really, really.
Doris. Audrey. So that time Audrey was a young lady. It must have been their anniversary. They were 50.
2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah.
Sure.
Somebody had the mumps.
That's how I know she had the mumps. And she had them too.
Really?
But she had them differently.
Where were we then?
I don't know. We lived on 25th Avenue there.
We they still have parties.
Oh, we always had parties. Yeah, this is
see.
soda.
They used to give it to this one.
Happy birthday, Arlene. We always had parties. We had parties for them all the time.
They have no right to say that they have to leave.
Carol. Dee. What's with Ernie?
That's
Some
where
of
that
these
was.
things-
Happy birthday, Eileen, and her party.
Some of these things we should put out.
You know, I will.
Martin
I will. I'll be able to do that for you.
Does Dee have a VCR? We ought to, or at least for
No.
the children, maybe for Stephen, maybe we should give Stephen something, please.
That's,
Jeffrey.
Mitchell.
Jeffrey. Look at the blonde face, it's Jeffrey. Jeffrey was the egghead. This is another birthday.
Now, the dining room.
The dining room picture was all the same.
Now we're back up at camp. I know I'm supposed to be the counselor at that time. That's the Francis.
And we had that. You're
Oh,
right,
yeah.
this is the one.
This is
This
the
is
last
the
year.
one that we,
I did something and they grew up real fast. I have more pictures to take, and I'll take them and then it's easier for me to copy them from tape. Tape to tape than from this way.
alright, so we just take it this way and then copy and take without the sound.
And I can handle that.
Oh,
Public
this
jail.
was when we went to Williamsburg.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff on this thing.
Yeah.
Put her in the jailhouse.
Mayflower, were we on, or
Well, no, that was,
one of the Jamestown ship,
that's the white one.
yes. And we were
Oh,
cold.
everything. This picture, anyway.
That's the boat
That's the
that
one.
we were looking for.
snowy day. Ah, right. Looks like the blizzard of '88. That was the blizzard of '60 or '61. There were no buses running on 25th Avenue. And the driveway was covered with snow. Oh my God, must have been 20 inches of snow that day. There's a car, there's a car. You ain't going nowhere, but there's a car. He went back and forth. That's Shirley trying to get out of the house. Everybody shoveled snow in those days. Just say it down at 25th Avenue again. It's a hot water pipe up in the upper left-hand corner. These are doing the Fiat again. Did I do this stuff? When did I do this? 9 months. I made these titles, but when did I put them in? Where are we going now? Somewhere. Sterling Forest. Please. I don't know where I mean I am. I got a ticket. Canadian Goose. It's a beautiful place to visit. Wonderful. My mother's there, too. No, this is a party. Oh, that's next. That's Herb's mother. Mitchell popped into the picture. Yeah, that was a great year. Well, Barry was some guy. He would wake up the kid and say, "Mommy, the baby's not sleeping." Vegas here. Trip in Vegas, 1961. They were in Hollywood here looking at the ground. They put their fingerprints on the ground. This is the place where we got the horseshoes for the girls. I think for 50 cents they made you a horseshoe. Richard. Mother made me do a horse town. That's where they had the water fountain inside the big barrel. Sundial. Magazine and guardhouse. fire off the cannon. That's the local militia. That's the cannon that they fire off. There go the cannoneers, and they load up the cannonball. Smoke back in. Shoot the cannon. Boom. Put the smoke back in again. Zoop. Okay. Different houses. Back in the jailhouse. Go back in the jailhouse. There's the jailkeeper. Alright, let him out. Barber and Wigmaker. Festival Park. Okay, here we go. Where it burned down. Oh, now we're going over to the ship. The Discovery. The Susan Constant. The third ship. It shows you how small it was. From Mount Vernon. In the winter time. Those are fake windows up there. They don't count. Shirley and I and Mary and the small boys came here years later in September. Now this, I believe, is where Washington is buried. This is his kitchen slave house. That's the tomb, I believe. Washington and his wife. That's a good picture. We're on our way now. I don't know where. Probably Washington. We're on our way home. That's the White House. That's looking out from up on the top of the Washington Monument. Capitol. Here we're walking. Oh, careful. That's the Washington Monument. There goes the kids up there. I think that's Lincoln's. Wouldn't be Constant or the Discovery. I'm not sure which. I think I spliced these a little bit asswards or backwards. Find out what. How Hopkins Lodge. The Pocahontas lived. Yeah, play, they go play. This is 63 and 64. This is just before Larry was born. Come on, Cheryl, hurry up. No, not you, honey. Oh yeah, she's in a lot of pictures because her father took her. Hey, Mark and Cheryl. I mean, Hey, Mac with his chicken in a pot back there, chicken in a frying pan. Boy, he loved to do that. He could cook up. What do you want, sweetheart? Sure.
Is that going to be on that too?
Yes, it sure is. Anytime you yell at me, you hear it. Oh, this is where they're coming back from deposit. I must have taken a piece of this out and put it on another roll of film. Either that or I made him do it over again. I think I got a piece of this on the other.
You do.
You know, I don't know how I spliced off a piece of it if I still have it on here. Because he's going to come up to the door and knock on the door and they let me in, see? Knock, knock. Come on in.
Sister, we saw this one before.
Oh, is that what it is? Amy and Elizabeth, your sisters, these sisters, your mummies, were crazy. So if you think that they didn't do these things, you are mistaken. Now you know where you get your ballet from. Again, water right behind the bushes. Your friend Diane Caruso?
Yeah. No.
There it goes. See, the two of you look alike. Look, Annie, you look just like Irene.
Always swimming.
Watch, we'll see Shirley get on skates in a minute. the Bam Bam doll. No, that's Pebbles. Girl Scouts. Oh, yeah, that's Jerry's wedding. Jerry's wedding. He just entered the picture. She's a little older. Hi, sweetie. Joey's pregnant. She's going to give birth any minute now. Picture. Larry. Oh, that's the house in, that's Cindy. I can remember these photos. Let me show you some things you don't remember.
You're gonna do it again.
Wow,
I can smell it.
I remember these films.
That's us feeding Larry.
November 1965.
How do you know?
Because somebody was smart enough to put a calendar in the picture.
That's Larry, I said.
I know who it is. Your mother put a dirty face on a kid like that? Goons and crap. We're coming to the end of this roller film soon. Oh, car seat in the car. It's either a roll, a bagel, a roll. We're now going to the bridge. Larry was born on the wheel before, but this is the bridge. Welcome to the cutting party. This is Larry's bread. I think Lee was still Jewish at that time. Oh, my Aunt Nettie is there. There's Dee. Mother, Audrey, Mr. Silver, I don't know who that is. Greg, I think. They didn't have car seats in those days. Not to take you home anyway. Nice pictures. you, man. I can't remember where you went.